yesterday, and everyone said, "Oh, I need some time off. I need some time off." And there was me sitting there, right, getting absolutely
Taking the
shafted.
bullet. I know.
You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I understand, but I think Alex, you know a lot more than anyone's going to be prepared to talk about on the app. But what I can say is that there was a conversation. Somebody reached out as a middleman. Alex himself, Luke himself, has just said this on the app, so I'm not repeating secrets. Via Vianney and Aunt Sally, to say, listen, can we get to a point where we just stop calling each other pedlos and pedlo enablers? That's the only thing.
I'd
that
agree. I would
really,
agree with that, Cockapoo. I'd understand, but
nothing else.
and I understand Luke has took on so much shit off the app. I know that, but you know what? Yesterday, Cockapoo, I reached out to people and said, I need a break. I need to get offline, but I can't allow these to win. Can someone just come online and just have a chat with their people, just to obviously keep it going? I know everyone was always like, "Oh, I've got stuff to do. Oh, I can't. I don't want to come online because I don't want to
Well,
talk about this stuff."
all I would say is that Luke just wasn't able to keep it together. He still isn't. He's masking, right? So he's still not able to keep it together. I did suggest to him maybe that once EQ had said what she'd said, that he could maybe spark up his life, and he said, I can't. I just can't. And the point is, he's been in your box yesterday, and then he went into Canadian Angie's a moment ago because he heard me in there. I didn't ask permission. I just didn't want Canadian Angie running off with the wrong understanding, or anybody really. So, you know, I've jumped in. I'm going to be called all the names and the busybodies under the sun, but I don't fucking care. So I get it. I understand that people who have been there, even everybody's watching, all the people that support, who are invested in this and have supported Luke massively, please understand that he just, this just can't continue for himself or for you guys. And also remember that the things that were being put out all of the time about Tilly, which was being used, you know, to sort of, I don't know.
The one thing? Do you know the one thing that's really disappointing me out of it all, Cockapoo, is the fact is, like, after all this has happened now tonight and that, like, I've had that man's back, and I will continue to have his back. But the one thing that's really disappointing me that he felt the need to go into Canadian Angie's box to explain and not think about, oh, look, I'll need to message Alex
So I'll tell you why that's happened, because he saw me in her box and he jumped in. So that's the only thing that's why he's followed up and gone in there, basically. So he saw me live and he's just jumped live, whatever, in that box, and he's jumped in. So he at the moment he probably could have and should have come in here, but you know, he's just
or
really
just drop
lost
me a
his
message.
account.
I'm not bothered as long as I know. If I know the situation, I will give my opinion on it, and that's it then. And then at least I know. But like I said,
Yeah.
you said he's seen you in there, so instead of scrolling the actual app and seeing you in there, he could have literally just reached out. You know what I mean, Cockapoo, and said to me, "Oh, I've spoke to someone to pass a message on. Eva Queen's reached out to me."
Alex, the thing is, people are reactive, especially when they're in a heightened state, as he is. So he's reacted rather than thinking about these things. That's all I can say. And to be honest, no, you know what TikTok's like, and we all know what TikTok's like. You never quite say the right thing for everybody. You know, you're never in a position to please all of the people all of the time. So there's going to be people pissed off. And I would imagine on the other side, there's going to be a bunch of people that are a bit like, well, what the fuck happens now? As far as I'm concerned,
There's one thing I will guarantee: I'll never turn. But I'm just a bit disappointed at this current time.
yeah, okay. But
You know me, I'll never ever turn and be against anyone like I've been friends with. I'm just a little bit upset that he couldn't have just gone, you know what, Alex, I thought you should know this because I know you took loads of shit yesterday. I got hammered out of everyone yesterday. I had Alex's a pedo banners going around the app, and you know what I mean, and stuff like that. It's hard, you know.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I get it completely. All I would say is walk a day in his. I know that you had it bad yesterday, but walk a day in his shoes with what's been going on, and it's not even on the app stuff. So, you know, there had to be a point where they just stopped talking about this stuff and triggering everybody on the app, and that this is the point. This is the time. And that doesn't mean, I mean, Luke himself has just, you know, proved the point. He's just called her a bunch of names. that doesn't stop. All of that stuff still goes on. We're just not going to be talking about
So
peddlers.
he's back in Canadian Andrews Live again, and this is what I'm saying, Cockapoo. This is what's really pissing me off.
Right. Well, I can't answer why he's in there and he's not in here. I'm just you ask me.
And
You
yeah,
message.
I understand it ain't your fault, Cockapoo. And it hasn't just been yesterday. I've been holding this app down for days, and Corey holds it down in the evening.
Luke hasn't been silenced. You'll find that out. I'm just reacting to Laura's comment, because probably people think he's been silenced. He hasn't. He has just taken the decision that he doesn't want for Tilly, who's a real person, to keep being used in this war. Okay, and he shouldn't be back in CAs. He should come in here, but I'll have a chat with him and see if he wants to come in. But I don't think he's going to do the rounds. But I do think he you do deserve that respect. So I'll speak to him now. Not that I have that choice.
I find it mad that she's been slagging him off all night, and he's in there.
I don't know. I wasn't listening to Canadian. I had no clue. I just knew that she'd just gone live, so I could hear her speaking about Luke and what had just been said, and she was under the misapprehension that court cases had been dropped and everyone was going to be singing around the maypole, and that's not the case.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it feels like for me as well, Cockapoo? Real. It feels like the Rat Pack's in check, and the problem is now is because literally look, I'm all laughing. The Rat Pack's in check is because people can't stand on business and stand on morals, Cockapoo. That's what it feels like to me.
Okay. But there are real people that are being hurt by this, Alex. Not, this isn't just people who are live streamers and get all this shit backwards and forwards. There are people that aren't on the app that are being affected by it.
Yeah, I understand that, but Rickster and Talia tonight have literally hung themselves because of the story. Even Angie called it out, EQ called out the story, everyone called out, and Pearl jumped in. Everyone called out their story tonight, so they hung themselves. They didn't need to.
There's no resolution there, by the way. This is just for EQ and Luke to stop calling each other pedlos and pedlo enablers. That's all. Nothing else. When you boil that down, that's all that's been agreed. There's nothing else on the table, right? So there's no solution with Luke and Rickster, as far as I'm aware, at this point when I'm speaking to you, and I'm not aware that that's ever going to change. That's all I'm going to say. I
think Luke's feelings are valid. I think everyone's feelings are valid, but also my feelings are valid also.
Yeah.
Regarding this situation as well, and I feel like sometimes my feelings get pushed to the side.
I'm not here to try and convince you to think or feel different.
I know. And if you think I am trying to take it on you, I'm really not. I'm just disappointed in the whole situation.
I don't think you are.
I just wanted a little bit of heads up. That's all.
Yeah, I'll go and ask him to jump in.
If I would have gone live, if I would have gone to sleep early tonight, Cockapoo, and woke up and gone live in the morning and not know about all of this, and people are saying, "Oh, this has happened," and I'd be like, "Oh no, that's never happened." I would have made myself look stupid.
Yeah, I know, but you don't run around calling people pedlos and pedlo enablers, do you, Alex?
No, but I'll get called it.
I know, yeah. And what's been agreed between EQ and Luke doesn't, the rest of them are going to carry on, I'm assuming, so, it doesn't affect anyone else. It's just...
Now Corey's in there, and this is what I mean. It just feels like, it's just... I know Corey, it's alright with Corey and CA, because they're friends anyway, like, it's not the case of that. It's just like, it's just strange, man. It's just all mad.
Yeah. I think that had this happened earlier on in the day, it wouldn't have had the surprise for everybody that it's had, because you guys would have been all, understanding and know, and would have had arguments or discussions or disagreements about it beforehand. But it literally was, I'd say, between 7 and 7:15. That's when, I was aware of it. So you were on live, Corey was on live. I mean, I don't know whether you'd have closed your lives off to go and talk to him, I don't know. But I don't think he was even thinking about that, to be honest. His head's not right.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a firm believer. If you're able enough to go on TikTok to scroll, you're able enough to send a message. That's what I would.
Right. Okay. So apparently EQ's not made any agreements. So yeah. So EQ's saying there's no agreements made about Tilly, but I mean, I don't know what that means, because what has been said in relation to, Luke's relationship with Tilly. I'm just going to say that my understanding is that's not, and if it doesn't, then I don't think there's any. This piece won't last.
It's just mad, man. The whole thing's absolutely messed up, and that, like I said, if I knew this was all coming about, and I knew no one was going to give me the same respect back to at least let me know, then I wouldn't have put my neck out for the past few days and get called the shits, and and like obviously people have seen me take all the shit, and then obviously all the old dramas have come back on, and Canadian Angie's going about me again, and it's like all these platforms now, see more platforms start doing a little bit wow, and everyone wants to fire shots at me. It happens all the time. I can't even get a break on this app sometimes, Cockapoo. I try and push and I try and do well and try to just be me. And every time I side with someone...
Angie, let's be fair, she was going at you before this. Right?
No, she was friends with me when she was in my box.
So,
gifting me.
No,
she was in my live about
yesterday,
a week ago. Yeah, but she was in my live a week ago gifting me Cockapoo.
I know, but that's a separate situation to the one that's just happened with Luke and EQ.
It seems like to me it's just an excuse to dig, because obviously my platform was growing. That's all it seems like.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to drop down. I don't think I can add any more to it, and
no,
I'm probably going to cause
appreciate
problems.
I appreciate you jumping up anyway. You know what I mean?
All right. Bye bye.
All right. See you later, Cockapoo. It's just the whole thing's just absolutely a mess. It seems to me every time I get a little bit of a, just a little bit of a movement, and my platform's doing well. I've got, thank you, Tammy. I'm getting a little bit of love, and then all of a sudden all this shit happens again and again and again. Then I get knocked back 3 steps, and then now, do you know what comes? Should I tell you what's coming now, Fraser?
Go on, mate.
I'll tell you exactly what's coming now. All these people start forming this alliance. My platform will still stay the same, and then all of a sudden they try and take me down because they'll see me as a threat, because I'm a vocal point, you see. I'll stand on business, I'll call out the shit, but you know what it is? That's what's going to happen, mate. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Mate, honestly, I'm just going to say, listen, I respect you, I've always told you straight, always, okay? Do you concentrate on you, and when it comes to it, make the judgment with the facts that you're given, and then just carry on doing you. Okay?
Yeah.
Your community here are your community. Okay? They're your people. They've shown that tonight, how much care and love and respect they have for you. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
And then just listen. Don't listen to what other lives say, what other people do in the boxes. Just listen to the facts that are told to you by those people directly, because without that, all that's going to happen is going to be the same story going round and round and round, and it will never be to the true story. So just do you and stay with the facts. That's all you've got to do.
For a second.
Hello, you okay, Stace?
Yeah, I'm alright. Are you?
Yeah, Zoe, I'll get you in a minute, mate. Yeah, I'm all, you know what, I'm a little bit annoyed, but I'm not upset. I'm annoyed, but you know what it is. I'm all right. I'm all right, because you know what, I ain't gonna let that dampen the night. Because at the end of the day, everyone's supported me here and been brilliant tonight. I ain't gonna let it dampen this night. I'll deal with what I need to deal with, and I'll still be live tomorrow and doing the FYP as normal and stuff. I ain't letting any of these dampen my life. You know what I mean? These ain't gonna ruin what I've got, what I'm gonna plan to do. All these people, yeah, I am a bit deflated. You know what I mean, Rach? That's expected. Because, like I said, it's repeat. It just seems like a repeat again, where I threw myself, I put my neck on the line again, and it's hard, man. It is hard because it's. People say, oh, but it's TikTok. It isn't, because you invest yourself in people. You try and support people. They'll be on the phone to you crying, so you listen to people cry. You know what I mean? And it breaks people down, and then they come on the app and they're all jolly, but realistically, they're not jolly. You know, they're broken people.
Yeah, they are. They are. And listen, I think the actual words. I don't upset or anything. I think it's frustrated and disappointed. They're what you. That's those feelings, and you have every right to feel that. Okay. So, like I said to you, come off. When you come off, listen to them and go with it from there. You can do you. You've been doing you. Listen, you have built friendships with these people, okay? And I don't care what anybody says. All the viewers build a relationship with you, and you build a relationship with them. That's the difference. And I think the best thing you can do is not speak on it on here anymore, okay? Because it gives other people those people the rap.
But you know what it is, Fraser? Do you want me to be totally honest with you? These people are also in the chat deserve to know and be respected as well. You know what I mean, mate?
Yeah, agree.
If someone comes in and says to me, Alex, I don't know what to do. I mean, what's going on? I'm not going to say to him. I'm not going to tell him because that's you know what I mean. That's me not giving respect to them.
Yeah,
because
100%. But like you say, you always speak on facts. You always speak on facts, and then when you've got them, you can answer them.
Yeah, can I just quickly say something, right? Because I'm going to jump down. But do you know one thing as well that I'm struggling with, apart from obviously the way that you're getting treated? So with this truth that's been drawn, like nobody's to call, well, he isn't going to call EQ a pedo, vice versa, right? So does that mean that we've all just to turn a blind eye to the pictures, to the things that are supposedly that they've had on EQ? So what does that mean?
Listen,
but the thing is, no facts behind that. This is the problem now. Like, Stace, and none of it makes sense. It all stinks. It's one of two things. Either the picture doesn't exist, right? It's literally these two things. Either the picture doesn't exist, everything's been scrambled, people have been made out to be wrong uns and all this, yeah? And then obviously everyone's like running around like headless chickens, or the picture exists and EQ's trying to fucking silence people. It's one of two things, and they're the only two things it is, you know?
Listen,
and then
the only way this is going to go, and I'm sorry, Stacey, too. So the only way it's going to go is if this picture comes out. That's what, regardless, and nothing is. I'm going to say nothing will change with people calling each other out. I just think it's those words and that narrative onto that person that is being requested to stop. And if if whatever's been said doesn't happen, then one or the other will cut back.
But then that's got me thinking, why is it only them two words and why is everything else fair game? Why are they trying to why is she trying to stop
That's what I'm struggling
from getting
with.
pushed out?
Why is only the pedlo things, the only things that, and the Danny things, the only things not allowed to be spoke about? Everything else is fair game. You can be called whatever you want, be dragged. I don't understand.
Me either.
I'm still struggling, man.
This is what I wanted to ask earlier on. She was acting like, she was just with the dog, it was just a dog. But never mind the fact that a child was in her bed. For that picture to be taken, I don't understand why she's acting like she's done no wrong. She has. And how anyone can even get into cahoots with that thing.
That's down to, listen, that's them as a family, that's their issue, and you know, if that comes out, then that will be dealt with in whatever way it comes out. Until that picture or anything as that comes out or any other evidence, then there's nothing else that you can.
She said herself there's a picture of him with the dog in her bed.
Yeah, she said that, but until that is either brought to light or so it can be dropped, then that's not going to change in any matter, in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, can I speak to Luke a minute, please, Ashton Fraser?
Of course.
Luke.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
So I'm getting sick and tired of people running with narratives, yeah. So me and Vianney spoke today, okay? This is what happened. Me, Sally and Vianney spoke. I ain't spoke to anybody on the phone. I ain't dropped no cases. I ain't done anything, right? So my dad got branded a paedophile today. My dad got branded a paedophile today in her life, and I know who's feeding her that information. It wasn't my dad, it was my uncle, okay?
Yeah.
So she's branding that all over the app. I've been called a pedlo. Miss Red's granddaughter is being sexualised on an app. by this person, yeah? Yeah? Breaking families apart, this pedlo word, yeah? So I said, all right, I'll stop calling her a pedlo. She stops calling my family a pedlo, and she stops talking about Tilly. And it was agreed. That's it. There's no truths. There's no alliances. There's no police case drops. In fact, my dad's even making a police case today, I believe, of what she said online. Okay? So where is it that I've made a truce with this person? Where is it I've spoke to this person? Because I ain't.
The thing is, yeah, but Luke, the thing is, and this is what it is. I would have liked just a little bit of heads up, because I don't think you realise the shit. I know you put up with shit off the app and all that stuff's going on, but the stuff that I had to stand up and put up with yesterday, I literally reached out. I'm not mentioning no names. I reached out to a couple of people yesterday because I was drained yesterday. I was so tired getting branded all this stuff, and I literally reached out to 2 people and said, "Can you come live and just take a little bit of strain off me, please? Because I can't deal with it. I need a break. I need to get some food, and you know what? I'm tired." And it was like, "Oh, I can't be bothered to come back online now because I can't be asked to come online." And I'm like, "But this is what I mean." And so there's me staying online, getting hammered, getting called a peddler. I literally had my dead dad doxed yesterday. I had fucking the dresses doxed again. I had all this stuff. I got Canadian.
I had my dad and my auntie doxed as well. So yeah, I had it doxed as well. I had my dad doxed and I had my auntie doxed yesterday.
I was called a rapist. I was called all the stuff. I had spanners going around saying Alex is a peddler, and it always seems to be. It's like when I speak out on the app and I'm saying like, "Oh, this is going on," it's always like, "Oh yeah, but this is happening to me. This is what's happened to me." It's like I get forgotten about in this whole situation, and all I've done for the past
Alex, you
15
haven't
weeks.
been forgotten about.
But I have though, because the first thing you thought of protocol was to jump into Canadian
I
Angie's
should have done
live.
that. Sorry, Cockapoo asked me to jump into Canadian's Angie's. I wasn't even on the app, so I apologise for that. I should have come to you. I've had a lot today. Well, I will tell you off the app. I've apologised, Alex. I should have come to you first.
And Corey's obviously in the same boat as what I'm kind of in, because he was left out the loop as well.
I haven't been on the app today, so I was going to come and address it.
Yeah, but you know what it is, mate? You don't even have to address it. All it would have took was a message so I knew. And
God.
these fuckers now, like Angie's been laughing, these Rat Pack now are in check because it feels like people can't talk, the people can't communicate. So these people think they've won, and at this current state, they're in check.
No one's won anything. All I can do is apologise to you, Alex, and I should have let you know. But my life today of what's happened. Do you know what I was said on the phone today when I told someone that Aunt Sally collapsed in her house? It's not my problem. So let me tell you something, Alex. My family will always come first before TikTok, and I apologise for that. Okay, there's no alliances, there's no agreements been made. I just want Tilly to stop being talked about and not to bring my family to the app and call them paedophiles. If I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong for that. And you, Alex, I'm disappointed in everyone actually, because you know how much strain this has put on Katana's relationship with Donna, what she's been doing. So I apologise to everybody. I should have let you all know, but I thought I did what's best for me. So, okay. I just wanted the whole pedlo thing to stop. My dad's been called a pedlo. I've been called a pedlo. Tilly will hopefully be stop targeted now for it all. So I'm sorry I did wrong to you all. I'm sorry I'm such a prick of a person.
You're not a bad person. All I wanted, Luke. You know.
Luke, you're not a bad person. He's gone. Damn.
Can I say something, Alex?
Yeah, of course, Janet.
As a watcher, I am fed up with all this freaking flip-flopping. I honestly have to say, I've watched you for the last couple of days hold up this app basically for all your friends to keep everything going. And now all of a sudden this big flip-flop and she's getting away with it again, riding off into the sunset again. And all of us watchers are left holding the bag. I've supported people for the last couple of days over all of this. And now, like, where am I supposed to go now? What am I supposed to believe? I believe in you, Alex. Totally believe in you. But I'm so sick of all this. I really am sick of it. And I don't know who. I'm going to continue to watch Alex. I'll continue to watch Corey. But the rest of them all can go to hell because I'm sick of it all. It's bullshit. And I'm calling it out. It's bullshit. Is this a storyline too? Because at this point, I don't even know.
I don't think it's a storyline. I just think people have made mistakes here. I think, Janet, to be honest with you, I think people have made massive errors I don't know what's going on. I mean, I have literally no one actually knows the messages I've had. No one knows the fucking, what I mean, the tags I've had in things about me. Because you know what it is. I don't bring light to things because you know what it is. I don't want to give it all attention. But you know what it is. It's been strenuous. And you know what? Do you know how hard it is? Because I know some of these people's addresses. And you think that do you know what? I've had to bite my lip. Do you know what? Because I've had people say to me, if you want to go down there, we'll go down there. And do you know what it is? I've had to bite my lip because you know what? I thought, you know what? I'm not going in that lifestyle again. I don't want to be about that no more. I don't want to be pulling up to people's addresses because of TikTok. But it's getting to the point now where I feel alone. I do actually feel like I stand alone sometimes.
You don't stand alone, Alex. We've all got you. I just wanted to, I've spoke to Luke, and he's not spoke to her directly. They've just agreed to stop calling each other and family nonsense, family members and whatever nonsense. I don't think he's done anything wrong in doing that. I think that's best for everybody involved, including you, because you've had it as well. I don't think she should be calling anyone anything. I think they're the absolute dregs of society. I don't know why everyone's turning on each other. Like the thing here is these lot are wrong uns, always going to be wrong uns. Luke's never going to be friends with them. He's not spoke directly to EQ. He's not trying to throw anyone under the bus or upset anyone.
Yeah, I agree.
When family members are being
Alicia,
called
do you know what? There was a shift, right? There was started to be a shift, and people were starting to ask questions, even within her own camp, and saying, well, something isn't right here. And there was a lot of light shed around these pictures and people speaking out and stuff. And you know what? It seemed like there was something there that they was worried about. Why would anyone break bread over this stuff if something wasn't due to come out? And this is what I don't stand with, because at the end of the day, if people are covering up, right? If people are covering up for shit like that, and that thing is real, I don't want no part of it, and I will not stand with anyone that would cover up anything like that. I'm sorry, Alyssa. I don't care who they are or what.
The only person who can tell anyone can show anything is this Danny with what he's got. I don't know if that's a setup with her or what, I don't know. But I think for Luke, because obviously he's had it for weeks and weeks now, and I think he's just had enough. And when they're saying that his dad's this and real family shit's happening,
Don't get it twisted. I'm not turning on anyone like this. I'll never. You know me, Alyssa. I'm straightforward. I don't turn. I'm not one of them people. But I'm just disappointed in this whole situation. You know what I mean?
I think people were taking it that he's sat and had a conversation with her, and he hasn't. I've literally just spoke to him on the phone. That's not what happened. It was through someone else that they've agreed to not use these words, because obviously people are getting into boxes. Someone got it misread earlier and said how triggered they are, because people get triggered by things, don't they? And I just think that shit needs to stop. She's never going to stop being the way that she is, because she's bitter.
And that's what bothers me, Alicia. Like, I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. And every single time she manages to slip away because she's either paying somebody off or she's shutting somebody up.
It's bigger than this. It's bigger than this, though, Alyssa. You got to think about, when people go live, and you know this as well. When people go live and you got support and people are gifting you and supporting you against all this mad stuff that's going on. I bet you, to the audience, it must feel like a kick in the teeth as well half the time. You know what I mean? Like people in the chat.
Yeah, of course, but he's not here to do peacemaker or not respond back to her, because you know that she's not going to stick to that anyway. But I think he's just trying to stop people around him being called nonsense, because that's all she does. She was swearing on her dad's life earlier that this person and that person was a nonce and blah, blah, blah. She's made fucking AIs of him creeping into a little girl's bedroom and then said, oh, no, it's not me. It's my social media manager. These people will get what's coming to them. I believe in karma. I believe in the universe. And I think, like, she sat there, oh, I've got 8 universes tonight. That's great. No one fucking cares. It's not even about that. Like, that's not what life's about. What's going to happen to you is really bad things. That's why you're living the miserable life you're living now, where you've got nothing and no one, and everything you do is through the internet.
I understand that.
I understand your frustration, but I think people are getting it twisted what's actually gone on.
But I also think that if people think that she's going to stand by this, so I know for a fact it's not going to happen, because apparently she made a statement earlier. She made a statement earlier and said, I never said anything about Tilly. I never made any agreement on Tilly. So,
I mean, do you honestly think this is going to stop her from speaking about people? And Well, even Tilly, what's going to stop her from talking about
of
Tilly in
course
the
she won't.
future?
She won't. She'll get triggered by something and start saying shit again. Of course she will. Like, I've just had a message that Sally's in tears. This is an old lady who's had her window smashed, had all of this shit happen to her because of this app. It's deeper than just TikTok back and forths. I don't think I genuinely don't think he's trying to throw anyone under the bus. I don't know about the pictures, Stacey. I haven't seen pictures, unless pictures are. But I don't want to see pictures if they're what people say they're. Obviously, like, I don't want to see that. But you can't, like, it's speculation until it comes out.
And Alicia, it'll all be twisted then that it's all AI or something else. There'll be something else to pass it off like it always does. And the part that turns my stomach, I honestly have to say, because I think everybody knows there's something to all of this and it's just slipping away once again.
But then I think with the Aunt Sally thing, regarding the house being smashed up and everything, that was more to do with the family feud. That wasn't anything to do with TikTok. That was to do between Ricky and the brother and him being in Aunt Sally's and everything. So that feud has got nothing to do with TikTok.
I couldn't give a shit about EQ, Sophie Bailey, any of them. Don't care, but I do care about my friends, and I care about Alex. I care about Luke. I care about Miss Red, and I've seen the impact this has had on Luke, and obviously what Alex has just said, because I know that things were said about him yesterday and things have been said about him previously, and something needs to happen to make it
But then I just
calm down.
But someone just said then in the chat, I
But
think it was
then-
Stakeout Stella, saying, "Oh, but Luke was accused of doing stuff with Tilly." So was I. She said it the other day when I was live and I was cam 2 her. She was saying about, oh, Alex wants to go and do with Tilly and all that stuff. It's like, it's not just Luke. It's not just the bigger creators, you know. It's all the.
I've been doxxed. Look at what's happened to me. I've been doxxed. They've put my ex everywhere. They've said this, that, and the other about me. They've said crazy shit about me. I couldn't give a shit because you're still living a sad life. You wish that you was me. You paid all that money and you could never. But anyway, I just think this is what she wants. Yeah, Gladys got doxxed. Delusive Angie's cam 2 from her pissy bedroom. Of course she is.
And she's another one getting away with it all, if you ask
But
me.
then I just think with the truth, if you want to call it a truce, what they've had, I just think if Lucas had the truce through Vianney and Sally, then I would have thought that the first protocol for Luke would be to let the so-called clique know what's gone on, because I think the only thing that's upset Alex and Corey and stuff is because they wasn't in the know as to like what's gone on, basically.
But not only that, they've been standing up, holding their lives for the last few days while all of this has been going on in the background. They have been live supporting these people, and it's disappointing.
And then, I mean, like, obviously Luke has got like avid supporters and things that obviously support his platform and everything, and I just think that maybe a lot of his supporters are disappointed now that they've had to find out about this.
This is very real life for Luke. It's so much more than
hang on a
just
minute.
TikTok.
I just think that Luke's
I'm
supporters
disconnecting.
are gonna be
Daryl, will you shut up?
I'm scared.
It's what I do.
Jesus.
I just think
Alex
like
Franz in
Luke's
the box.
supporters might be a bit disgruntled now that they've had to find out about this truce. Also, not just Alex and Corey.
Yeah, but
the
it's so much more. I'm not being rude, Danielle, but it's so much more for Luke than just TikTok. Like, it's his real life and his family, and it's more than that.
Can I just speak? Listen, Danielle, I've heard a few things there. Listen, people that ain't got a clue what's going on beyond thingy. Luke can't stand EQ, she can't stand him. That's never going to change. There's things gone on in the family today, and there's been people who are very upset, who are elderly and whatever. And I'm the one today who said, Luke, can you two just stop between, because it's getting too personal. It's getting where people ain't going to be happy until something seriously like bad happens. And then like the other day I've been accused of doing something whatever else, and it's because of Luke and all these people ain't got a clue behind closed doors. I could show a load of voice notes now of messages I've been getting sent off people, yeah. So, which I might even just pull them on here tomorrow, to be fair. But I'm not really into this TikTok drama, but I'm telling you, there's more to it behind closed doors. So all Luke's people don't have to be worried. Like, think Harvey's, they will never speak. They can't stand each other. It was me today being a pit, like, just trying to stop it all, because there's so much more behind it, and it's a pathetic fact. This family feud is it's getting too much. It's just getting too much, and too many people are going to get hurt. So it just needs to stop. That's why things have. So that's what I've got to say about the matter, because I'm listening to things there, and so things are getting sounding a bit silly, and people ain't got a clue. People just need to. I don't know. These things just it's getting too much. It's getting past TikTok now, and this and TikTok is getting a lot worse. So it's got to sound.
Yeah, I understand that, friend. Obviously, we spoke.
And I understand what people listen, because you're all friends and you stick by each other, and you think, oh, what's going on here? Trust me, them two will never speak. And listen, people comment, did you do tell? Listen, so wind your necks in, man. Listen, you ain't got a Scooby Doo, so you little clowns. But yeah, I know. Literally, I'll be off I can't stand this TikTok, to be honest. It's just not me. I can't stand it. It's just vile, fake. It's just all fake and it's just not me. But it's just you know what it is, and look, it's just this whole situation's horrible. It's just, and I'm not the best at talking. I'm not good at talking on these things. I'm not really. It's not my kind of scene. But I'm listening to things, yeah, and trust me. Listen, Luke's got his few friends, and he likes you a lot, man. He appreciates you, and. Like, it's just the stuff going through when you ain't got people crying their eyes out, yeah, like, and that, and I'm seeing people really down, and it's getting well past TikTok and this bullshit and views and crap, and it's getting a lot more. That's all I need to say about it, really. That's what I've got to say about it.
Yeah, all right.
It's getting too much, and it's frustrating. I'm sitting here, and I can't watch these lives anymore, because they're just stressing me out, man. Myself, it's annoying me.
Because people invest in people, you know what I mean, and like, you gotta understand, mate. At the end of the day, with these people that come in the chat are real people as well, and they love Luke, you know, they don't just think of him as just a host, they love Luke, so when all this is going on, they feel disappointed as well, you know what I mean, and so it's like everyone's feeling valid.
100%, but it was my idea. Listen, you know, I can't do all these comments, but it's not me calling people in this chat clowns, there's nothing, I don't want saying that, but I was on about just other situations, about people being clowns, but yeah, even look here now, these chats, you know, these chats now, they do more. I just can't listen to them. Like, people behind keyboards thinking they can mess. Like, the amount of inboxes I've had the last few days, people just talking crap, man. In the car being like, not in the, it's just madness.
Guys, 1 minute, man. Guys, can you turn the chats back on, please? Let the people talk, man. Don't stop. Just let the people talk. We'll keep it respectful in there and that. Just come on. Can we turn the chat back on?
It's a lot more than TikTok the last few days.
I'm saying, and people have seen Luke's like, he's not right. He's not been okay. Like, let's just lay it out on the table. He's not been okay, and he's had this for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Oh, Nanny Lisa, you said you're necking him. This in the state of you little. This I can't stand this. You know, some of the cheek of these chat people. Honest to God, the cheek of them. I just can't do this, and I can't. But when I'm sitting there and I'm watching one person down to it in a bad way, and I'm watching another auntie crying her eyes out, it's getting too personal. It's getting far too personal, and
yeah, it's branched out to the family for you guys, hasn't it? Obviously.
Yeah, and it is getting madness. It's just absolute madness, the whole situation. And then even more, listen, I'm not TikTok. My name's been through about for doing things, and it's a load of rubbish as well, like stuff like that. And then the whole, you got half of their side saying this about, it's just a load of rubbish. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute load of rubbish. Stories have changed 500 times of what have happened. It's just a load of the whole thing's just a load of rubbish and drama. And that's not me on about this use like in this chat. I'm just on about other things. But it's just getting pathetic, and like, that's all I can say. And
yeah, like I said, the thing is, like, I'm not turning. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm a little bit disappointed that I never got a heads up, because obviously I come live and I'm hearing all this madness that's going on. So I'm live having a chill and having a laugh with all my people and stuff, and then I'm hearing, oh, this has been said by Evil Queen. It's like, it wouldn't have hurt just a message, you know what I mean, friend? From
100%, but it was a spare of the moment thing, you know. It was more me. It was me sparing the moment, and obviously I speak to Vianney, I speak to Aunt Sally, I'm close with them too. And I just thought, there's things going on with the family today, and people upset and whatever else. And I just thought, you know what? I've got to stick. So I've got no power on this TikTok. There's not me. I ain't got views like you. I've got nothing, and I don't want it. Like, that's not me. But when you're just seeing this certain thing today, and I thought I had to step in, and that's why I jumped in EQ's box today and just said, can we just forget it? Because it is the stuff she said, sick as anything. No one can listen. I've seen the thing, and it sickens me. And then And Luke's come out of things, but nowhere near as personal. She gets very personal. Do you know what I mean? And but it just has to stop because people's mental health are getting bad. They're throwing up rubbish about the dad's uncle members, and it's getting too much. And I can't listen to family members slag the one I'm close with. So it's just going to get silly. Do you know what I mean?
My standpoint with this is, friend, like Luke can do what's good for him and what's best for his family, and I stand with that. Like if that's what he wants to do, to stand with his family and make it all that calm. The one thing I'm not doing, I ain't giving up, friend. I ain't stopping. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
100%. You're entitled to
I ain't stopping him, mate. Because you know what it is. Them shit said there's some sick shit about me over the past few days. So I'm standing on business.
Luke won't listen to me. I'm just thinking for people's like when you're seeing people down, you're seeing family members upset over, elderly people and that. But Luke won't listen. Like, I've got no say over Luke. Luke won't like. Luke will be back to. I just today it's just all got a bit too much, and I've just tried to. I've just tried to ball something down. But listen, Luke's his own person, man, and you know Luke better than me, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not as better than me as my family, but you know him as in the sense of this TikTok carry on. You know him a lot better than me. And Luke will never pipe down for no one. You know he won't.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say. But sometimes when you're seeing what's his name? Keep getting this one commenting person's really annoying me.
You know, I think people are just angry. I don't know who the person is commenting. I didn't see it, but I mean, what I'm saying is, I think people are just still a bit disappointed as well. Like, but so and tonight they'll be like this. Tomorrow there might be a different story. At the moment, I think people are just hurt as well.
100%. But sometimes it's the real world. People's got to get in the real world. I understand that. Like sometimes it gets a bit more deeper and it's getting a bit silly. The whole shit's getting too much. That's my opinion on it. And like that's it anyway. But listen, as I said, I'm not in here trying to cause as I'm just having a little opinion and just saying what I'm seeing myself.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's getting too many people getting feelings like hurt, bad, like where it's getting silly. It's getting far too silly.
Yeah, I think everybody cares for Luke's mental health, and obviously, like you said, he's dealing with so much, and like you said, it's completely come off the app now for Luke. But the point I was trying to get to was just a bit of a shock as a viewer and a supporter that
it seems to me, if I'm going to be honest with you,
found out through EQ or Chelsea Harwood. You know what I mean?
It seems to me that obviously all the stuff off the family stuff with obviously with Rickster and Newslot and all this stuff has got out of hand and that off the app. Yeah, I understand that. But it's like everyone wanted to break bread. But Rickster's hung himself today with his stories. He went live with Talia today. And literally everyone, including Angie, EQ, everyone's turned on him and called him a bullshitter. So he hung himself anyway. So was the agreement really, really worth it in the end anyway? Because no matter what the agreements are, what EQ and Luke's doing, Rickster's still going to be on the warpath because now he's got no one.
Which Luke didn't agree to anything. It was more
situation and seeing Luke in a bad way and just saying you just on both sides just stop it for a bit of things because the way I'm seeing Luke it's upsetting.
It's upsetting how it's just upsetting now. You know, like when you see your close cousin to you and you're seeing him broken over things.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't want to see Luke upset, obviously.
And I'm saying to Luke, Luke, is it really worth it? Or is all this worth it? Yeah, for seeing you broken, seeing you in like I've seen him in bits. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, is it really worth it? Is this really worth it for this? Do you know, TikTok and this, like, is it worth it? That's my opinion on it. That's why I've seen it and I'll back Luke down to the ground, mate. Listen, do you know what I mean? He's a cousin to me, he's my closest cousin. I love him to bits. But when I'm seeing him broken over TikTok, I'm just like, come on, man. Because when they put up these sick things here, which are sick, like, it hurts him, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh, just come on, man. And that just get like, even if we could like I was even thinking get off it or just stop this or stop just the personal, even if to stop the personal shit. And listen, I understand people being upset because you've all had Luke's back massively, like all years have been there for him. This man chats waffle. Do you know what? You know
Fran, just take a water.
Lisa, you smell. You only got a picture of yourself. You smell. Anyway, I know, but it just annoys you. But anyway, when I've seen him broken, I'm going to jump out of the box now. But when you see him broken and that, it's just it's horrible and it's nasty. And that's the only reason I jumped in the box and just tried to keep just stop the personal. Just calm it down and stop the personal shit before it gets too thingy. And I'll leave it to you, love, next time. I'm a shit talker, this as you can hear. I'm not really good. I'm not good at all this.
But you explained a little bit though, Fran, anyway, so I appreciate that.
And there's no thingy anyway, and have catch you soon anyway. Okay, mate.
Fun,
God bless, thank you.
Good a bit, mate.
I just think like people need to remember this is an app and that is Luke's real life and it's causing issues in his real life. And anyone who's going to put an app before their real life, I understand people were feeling a type of way, but this is an app. So he's sorting out stuff in his real life and he's not going to skip off into the sunset with Chelsea Harwood. They're just not going to call each other or their family members nonsense anymore.
I understand that it's the app as well, but you know, when you got to understand as well, she has a community that is full of horrible people. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
And when they're putting stuff out there saying Alex is a rapist, I swear on this person's life that he's a rapist. I've been told he raped a 12-year-old and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's disgusting, Alex. It's unacceptable and it's disgusting. But just remember, these are citizens on the internet. They're not. They're not anyone special. No one's famous.
But off the back of that, the addresses are getting doxed.
That's what they do, though, isn't it?
So at the end of the day, you know me. I'm not turning. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not turning my back on anybody. That's what I don't want people to think I am because I'm not that person. I'm just a little bit disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
He's still gonna. I think they're still probably gonna have the back and forth. It's just not going to involve like making flipping AIs of him sneaking into a child's bedroom and all this crazy shit that she's been doing. And I think, like I said, the truth always prevails, and whatever the truth is, it will come out. I'm not saying what anything is because I don't know. I haven't seen fuck all, but the truth always prevails, and it always comes out and. Whatever it is, everyone will know at some point.
Evil JC, Alex is making it about himself. Go and find a bridge. Go and jump head first off it, right? And then get run over. How about that one? Simple as.
And she can sit there and like... I haven't seen anything because I don't watch her, and I haven't seen anything yet. But people said she was reading out messages and acting all like, "Oh, I've won," but you haven't. It's just people need to stop throwing this word around and accusing family members of this, that, and the other, and swearing on people's lives. And
guys, you know what? That might have been a shocking comment for what I've just said, but that's an evil army. She's got evil army in the bio, evil this, evil that. I have no respect that people agree with people talking about kids. I'm sorry. It's the same. I have the same thought process about pedlos, and I think we can all agree all pedlos deserve to get the bullet. Let's be honest. So when people are agreeing with sick children comments and laughing and saying, "Yeah, talking about kids on a daily basis," I don't care. I'll say the exact same thing. They all deserve to be off bridges, and that's exactly how I stand. So,
right, I'm gonna drop now. Yeah, I just one last. Yeah, we care for everybody, obviously, like Luke's mental health, Red's mental health, Alex's mental health, and I think we were just all a bit shocked, and we were like, obviously, first protocol was we thought that Alex was getting left to the wayside again, not being informed. That was all.
Don't get it twisted. Even if everyone else decides to kneel or whatever, or start to break bread or whatever they start to do, don't think I am. Like, don't think I'm going to be running people, even to save face. If you think that I'm stopping, and going to be fucking bowing down to these cretins on the app, I ain't gonna. I'm sorry, it's not going to be me. And if they have to come for me every single day, then that's fine, because at the end of the day, if I stand alone, I don't care. But you know what? I ain't having them win, and I don't care. There's no way that am I going to let them.
I don't think he'll stop either, Alex. I think he'll still talk about her. I think she'll still talk about him, and I just think you can't put all of this on one person. So Luke can't do it all by himself. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't take it on or stop it or whatever the fuck it is. But people just need to remember that this is an app and there is real life outside of this app.
Linda, I know you're saying don't forget Corey. I haven't forgot Corey, but I don't know Corey's standpoint at this moment. I haven't spoke to him, so I can't comment on Corey and how Corey's feeling or what Corey's going to do from this point. I can't comment because I have not spoke to Corey yet, you know what I mean? So I can only comment on myself and what my actions are from going forward now. I can only comment on myself.
It's not condescending at all. Angie's clapper plunger. It's not condescending at all. It's facts. Like he had issues within his family that he's had to sort out. So he said they've literally said they're going to stop calling each other nonces. I don't understand why everyone's so upset. Like, everyone can hate me and whatever.
No
But
one's going to hate you, Alicia. You're standing by
well,
your
I'm
friends,
just
and that's
talking
cool.
about like the people in the comments are going on like it's the end of the world. If the app is affecting you that much, turn this app off and watch Coronation Street or something, because this ain't for you, sweethearts. Well, like everyone's seen what's gone on. You've all seen the decline in people's mental health. You've seen Alex be called a nonce yesterday with banners put across everywhere. You've seen Miss Red's granddaughter, the stuff that's been put about her. Like if Luke and EQ said we're not going to call each other nonces anymore is affecting you, you need to come off of this app. I'll be honest, because that's too much. Like, this is virtual reality. There is a whole world out there, I promise. But no one's bowing down to EQ or saying that she's won or skipping off into the sunset with her. I think what he's done is the right thing, and people might disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But I'm just saying it to you, like, logically here. Look at it.
I just think the agreement doesn't change anything. I think it all continues, but in the process, you've hurt people that support as well. That's how if you're going to be totally honest, that's how I feel. The agreement ain't going to hold up. It's going to be exactly the same as it was. So the agreement is only going to hurt people, and that's all I'm saying. I think the whole talking or making amends is not going to change anything, and I think it's just going to be the same old shit. But the only thing that's happened now is hurt people. It's people that are
I
supporting.
think she'll carry on, Alex. I think tomorrow she'll be calling someone a nonce. She'll be saying that someone's got an uncle who went to prison for doing something. That's what she'll be doing tomorrow, because that's what she does. Like, you couldn't ever make a truce with someone like that. You can't make deals with the devil. That's what I think. However, I understand why Luke's done what he's done.
Okay,
But for me, like,
here's one main question then. So, okay, the agreement is between the agreement that Luke's had, right, with EQ or whatever's happened, saying that they don't call each other nonces and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about everyone else that's been supported? Are we all going to get called nonces on a daily basis? Are we going to get
I
pedlos?
think it's that she's not, like, they're not using this terminology for people. So where she's done it to you yesterday, she's saying that she's not going to do that. That's what I'm getting from it. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm not going to say it about Luke and his family, but I'll say it about this person. I think it's just in general.
I don't know.
But it's not going to stop, realistically, because they're obsessed. They're obsessed with Donna. They're obsessed with Luke. It's not going to stop, is it?
So what about the agreement, you know?
No one cares what Sophie Bailey says, whoever just said about her. No one gives a shit what Sophie Bailey... She literally throws shit at her walls, like, deep that. No one cares.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's just draining, man. The whole thing's draining. Do you know what it is? Sometimes I just feel it all worth it, but then I look at the people that have been here since, you know, even after all the shit that I've took over the years and stuff, and people have still stood by me, and that's the reason why I continue this, because people have invested in me regardless of what situation's gone on and stuff. But sometimes I do question, and I think to myself, is this the whole thing worth it, man?
I think everyone should go and start on Pepper Delusive Angie to calm down. And I don't think he's purposely thought, oh, I'm not going to tell anyone. I think it's probably just been a lot for him. Like, I think he's had it all day with family and that. Well, I know he has, because he said. And I don't think it's a case of... Because I messaged him after I saw everyone kicking off everywhere. I messaged him. I don't think it's a case of, you know, keeping it a secret, and EQ wasn't meant to say anything and she did. I just think, I get it that you want, like, a message would have been nice.
I just wanted to know, because the thing is, Alicia, I could have had I was drained, so I could have had an early night tonight, right, yeah? And woke up in the morning, done FYP, and then and be kept right not in a loop, you know what I mean?
And just remember as well that he said that he's taken some days off. So he wasn't going to be on to say it anyway, like people said they wanted to hear it from Luke. I get it, but he said that he was off.
Corey, do you want the box? I can't see the boxes, so I've invited you, Corey. If you jump in, you jump in. I cannot see the boxes. The boxes have gone off. I don't know if there's anyone requesting. Don't know what's going on.
Did you message Luke when you heard EQ do it? Say what she said. Sorry, read the messages.
I literally, it all come at me while I was live, and like it just hitting ill thing, and everyone was talking about in that.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it. I don't watch her. I think she's fucking boring. I think the whole thing's boring, and she just repeats herself day in, day out.
The thing is, like I said, like I've not come live and I'm not slagged anyone off. Like I said, all of a sudden I'm disappointed. Corey's also been kept like. Thing is, me and Corey, I think I was feeling exactly the same. Like we never got a heads up, and that's the only thing we're bothered about. If we got told, there's no situation, there's no drama. Then, like at least we know we've been kept in the loop. But it's just that it's just upsetting, man.
And Babalusha saying about Danny, no one can do anything until Danny shows proof of whatever it was he said. I don't even know what he said, but no one can do anything in regards to Danny until he shows it. I don't know.
1 minute, Corey's just messaged me. Yeah, Corey, tell EQ to phone me then. Yeah, might as well make friends on it. Let's all make friends.
Nobody's making friends about it. Do you know what? Tomorrow, I want everyone. I've got homework. I want everyone to go outside.
I'm joking. Guys, you really think I'd talk? I'd never, ever have conversations. Let me tell you now. One thing I do is definitely, and Corey will never speak to her as well. It's not even about that.
He's a liar. He tries to bring me in calls with EQ all the time. I want everyone to go outside tomorrow, whether you go to B&M, go for a walk in the park, feed the ducks, get an ice cream from the ice cream parlour, whatever it's called, and make a video and post it. I need everyone to do that, and just remember that there's more to life than TikTok.
Ever since you've started getting some sausage, you've had a different outlook on life.
I've been there, Alex. When I was in a deep depression, like I heavily leaned on this app. And like it was like my reality become like augmented by TikTok, and I'm just not there now. Like I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I've got people messaging my baby dad and then posting videos of it. No one cares.
Wow, you look at the people in the chat there. I can't go out. I'm housebound. Alyssa, you're a horrible person, man.
Anyone who needs help, I'll come and take you out.
Wow.
Levi weighs 33 stone, by the way.
Yeah, big Jamie.
Alicia, stop cloud chasing, please.
You've been drinking today.
No, I'm bored of flicking for the FYP. No, I've been drinking. Yes, I've been drinking. I can't even lie.
I'm going to do a tour of the UK. Oh, Jamie, I need to message you with something.
Do not out me on your FYP, please.
I'm going to out you heavily.
Please don't. Well, I'm not going to look on your link. How about that?
Well, stop making out. I've got a link.
Do you know what we didn't realise tonight? Obviously, I come live, Alyssa, yeah? I was having a thing in, and for some reason, everyone went mad and started pushing me up the popular, right? So remember, this is one of my accounts. I ain't been live on this today.
Yeah.
They took me above Angela on the popular, and then they pushed me above her on the dailies, and we didn't realise I've ended up second on this fucking holiday list there, look.
Yeah, but Angie's fell off, isn't she? Unless EQ sends Simba over, she's fell off.
Yeah.
Alex, you know what I'm disappointed about? I'm sitting on fucking 2 diamonds, boy.
Mate, you've only just
2 diamonds.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't have to do it, mate.
2 diamonds. I fell off. I've actually fell off the app.
Oh, no, you need to come
What did you say now? I fell off the app.
I ain't done well, guys. You've done well. Like, I've just been the host. Like, it's been you guys, really.
Hey, Ben, Alex, you good, are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Jamie, mate. You good, yeah?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. You good?
Yeah. Well, you been up to?
You got to ignore this fucking negative shit.
I try to, I try and help and aid my friends, and just, but like I said, they're still my friends. It's just,
you make it get to you though. Fuck them.
It's hard, it's hard not to, mate. Because yesterday, I was live, cam 2 in, I'm just putting out stuff, they're putting banners around saying Alex is a peddler, he raped a 12-year-old and all this.
Yeah, but do you know what it is though? Fake accounts saying shit.
Yeah,
Oh, it's EQ. EQ put it as a banner.
It's fake accounts talking jank.
Jamie,
Sophie just said Alicia and Angie have. Sophie Bailey's obsessed with my body. It's weird. This body carried 3 beautiful children that I look after.
Steady.
Day.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Steady,
Thank you.
Alicia. Bloody hell. I tell no face.
Tell him.
Tell him.
Well, I don't understand a woman speaking on a woman's body all the time. She's obsessed with my body. It's weird.
Do you know what I think is weird about this app, right? And I spoke to Alex off the app, right? And I speak to No Face off the app. Do you know what I find weird about this app is? There's people not got a fucking life. Oh my God, I can't believe I woke up in the morning and someone spoke about this person. I now need to send this to this person, that person, screen recording this person. Kids are alive. You got children. Just fucking live your life.
But I mean,
What
it's
the hell
nearly
is
the
up with
summer
people?
holidays.
What is up with people? What is up with people? They must like thrive off it. Oh, my wife said to me the other day, she goes, oh, I've got 3 clients today, I've got to do her eyelashes and stuff like that. And I went, are you going to record it and fucking screen record it? And she went, what? I went, that's what people do on fucking TikTok.
What is it? Is it 6K off number 1? One sec.
Wait, do you know what my body would never do?
Where?
It would never pick shit out of the toilet.
You will fart. You will fart.
No, listen, it would never pick shit out of the toilet and throw it at the walls where my beautiful children eat their food. Ugh.
All right, Miss Shucks, thank you for it.
My body would never do that.
So he's trying to say you don't poo.
People take poo out of the toilet, Jamie, for like 25 quid, put it into their hand.
25 quid?
It's for like 25 quid and throw it at the wall.
Show me a link. Cam to that. That's lies.
You're upset
That's
about
lies.
this. I swear to God, that's what these people who are talking about my body and the way I look literally pick poo out of their toilet.
Alicia, you are a fucking handsome fucking night, mate. So why would you even listen to them dins?
I wouldn't ever do. I
can't say 10 because I'm married. So my wife saying,
no face will pull up.
Is she a 10? Is she a 10? Is she a 10? Is she a 10? Is she? So obviously my wife's a 10, so I have to like strong 9.
We love Jamie's wife.
I can't believe you never got that thing off your ninja.
I know, he got it.
No, she said she ordered off yours.
Kate, I don't think we're going to do any more Cam Toon tonight. Kate, thank you very much. And I was about to say, Kate, you know, tomorrow when you're doing your little FYP, I might have some surprises for you.
Yeah, put me on the FYP. It'll be the funniest thing in your word in your life, boy.
It won't.
No, it will. If you put me in the FYP, it'd be funny as fuck.
Eddie Woods.
Because I'll jump in your box and say, hello, don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's hilarious, Jamie. I've never laughed so much.
Oh, dox me. I don't care. I make more money than you do on TikTok. Don't give a fuck.
Can we just remember that before this happened about you and Corey feeling a bit sad about what you think may have happened, look what your team's done for you tonight, yeah? So you've got to remember you have got an amazing team behind you before any of this lot happened.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
And
But
don't let it ruin your evening because we all want to see the dirty one's face when she finds out. Look, you've overtaken her on everything. She doesn't know yet.
You know what it is?
Rondo, can you specify when you say dirty one? Because they're all dirty in different ways.
Oh,
So
right, the dirty, ginger, smelly...
Pissy Angela. Okay,
yeah, the pissy pants, yes.
Pissy Angela.
That'd be the one. The one, I live in France and I can smell her through my phone.
You know what it is, Jojo? Do you want me to be totally honest with you? It's like, I'm disappointed because I never got their heads up, but I'm also disappointed for the people that was literally in the chat saying, oh, I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I feel bad, you know what I mean? And like, it's not just me as well, it's people in the chat as well, man. Like, it's hard, man.
And I can understand that, but and I truly can, but don't let it take away what an amazing night and support that you've got tonight. And I don't want you to go away tonight with a bad taste in your mouth. I understand you, and I believe Corey are upset that you weren't kept in the loop. And taking that aside, look what's happened tonight. It's been brilliant. It's been an amazing live with tons of support and everyone getting there and laughing and you.
Alex, sorry, Jojo. Alex, everyone's saying come to Rickster. He's crashing out.
Jamie's his mate. Jamie might have to go over and support him.
Jamie, go sort your mate out. He's crashing
I'm
out.
not getting involved in this.
Go and get in his box and calm him down.
I'm not getting involved in this.
You can't.
Kissy Angela.
I'm
Kissy
too
I
busy
just wanted
fucking.
to say that, okay?
Alex,
So
Alex, I'm
Thank you,
too
Jojo.
busy arguing with people in the chat. So many people in the chat saying, "Who's that drunkard?" And I say, "Well,
You need to
these
come to
two."
Rickster.
Is Kate still here? Or can you come to him, Alicia?
I'm blocked, I think, on all my accounts.